constantly conscious of Allah Azza wa Jalla. Soft. You know, like a bee, when it falls upon or stands on a flower, it doesn't damage it. SubhanAllah, it comes and leaves. So gentle. You don't even feel its presence. The flower does not feel its presence. Has nothing but goodness. How many of us can respond to that call? Yes, I am that soul. When the call says, Irja'i ila rabbik, return back to your nurture, your Lord. SubhanAllah, comfortable, pleased and well-pleasing. Are we going to be among that category, souls at peace? Really, brothers and sisters, are we? Or do we have hearts that are filled with rancor, jealousy, hate for our brothers and sisters, without us even knowing? We cause havoc and problems and hurt without us even knowing. Look, brothers and sisters, at the Prophet ﷺ in terms of learning and growing. A lot of us say, yeah, the Prophet ﷺ, he's a prophet selected by Allah. Brothers and sisters, he was sent as a model. There are many people who take him as a model and struggle to imitate him. So don't think it's not impossible. There are generations of people before us, people amongst us today who are struggling to be like the Prophet ﷺ, who really understand the wisdom. He's a human being. Allah sent him as a model. One of the most extraordinary qualities of the Prophet ﷺ, and this is something I just came across, somebody mentioned it to me, and I never thought about it before. Prophet Muhammad ﷺ, brothers and sisters, learned and applied everything Allah taught him. Isn't that amazing? You know, this is my whole subject, is are we willing to be humble enough to learn and grow? Or is it always the other person who needs to grow? The Prophet ﷺ, everything he was taught by Allah, he learned and applied. What an amazing quality. It's not a thing that Allah taught him he did not learn. Just say, wow, subhanallah. Can I be like 1% of that? Grow and learn when I'm taught and reminded. Brothers and sisters, subhanallah, when you certify someone or state that someone is good, that person is happy. Imagine if a group of people, a community says that person, subhanallah, amazing. Like, helpful, generous, kind, nothing bad comes of his mouth or her mouth. Total respect, total mercy. And you hear about that, wouldn't you be happy? Seriously. Who certified you as a good person? People. The Prophet ﷺ, brothers and sisters, did not just receive an endorsement from people he dealt with, believers and non-believers, but from Allah Almighty in the seventh heaven, who says, وَإِنَّكَ لَعَلَى خُلُقٍ عَظِيمٍ. Brothers and sisters, a divine certificate signed by Allah that you are indeed, verily, one who possesses a great noble character. Who testified? Who stated that? Allah Almighty. Imagine, brothers and sisters, that's the influence and effect of the Prophet ﷺ, so ennobled in every aspect of his personality that Allah stated from the heavens, this is the example we look at. The best person. Divine certificate. Did it make the Prophet ﷺ arrogant? Because think if somebody says, oh, you're an amazing human being. It's me, right? I'm the best thing that has happened to earth. Prophet ﷺ, brothers and sisters, never walked with arrogance. Constantly humble, constantly having humility towards Allah Azza wa Jalla. Never ever boasting about, oh, Allah said I'm the best. Look at us, brothers and sisters, we're so self-righteous. We always think we're better than other human beings around us. Brothers and sisters, the Prophet ﷺ was never motivated by ego. Most of the problems that are in our communities, in our MSAs, in our personal relationships are about ego, self-esteem. I cannot be defeated. I have to put others down. We're not interested in the truth. We're not interested in growing. We don't even know that if we're humble, Allah elevates us. The Prophet ﷺ was walking one day, brothers and sisters. Look at his humbleness and gentleness towards every creature. A little girl walks by him, reaches out with her hand. He doesn't even know her. He's walking and she's walking. She reaches out with her hand towards him. He reaches out. So she grabs his hand. Now imagine your reaction. Someone you don't even know grabs your hand. And then she starts walking the Prophet ﷺ with her. So he starts to walk, following her without asking, who are you? What are you doing? Where are you taking me? Are you crazy? This is disrespectful. Don't you know who I am? Did he say any of this? Gentle, soft. A little girl, brothers and sisters. Do we have any of even 1% of that mercy and gentleness towards others? If someone says any bad word, we lash out at them. We know it. We mock others, brothers and sisters. We mock our brothers and sisters. We laugh at them. We call them names. Give them offensive names. In their face and behind their backs. We do it all the time, not knowing how heavy that deed is. The Prophet says, a word you say, you utter it, not knowing it's pleasing Allah without you even knowing, it elevates you level above level in paradise. And your word, one word you say, that displeases Allah, you don't even know that it displeases Allah, you say it and it brings you lower and lower in hellfire. One word. brothers and sisters. This tongue that is out of control, smacking people, smashing people, hurting people, harming people. We don't even care. We do it here, brothers and sisters. Yes, we do it here. We do it in our masajid. We do it to our parents, our brothers and sisters. That's who we are as Muslims. Brothers and sisters, as I said, nobody can impose on you anything. There's a model to look forward to. You're not children. I'm not a child. All of us are adults. Some people our age, brothers and sisters, your age, and much older than you, are carrying social revolutions, fighting for the oppressed, teaching people. What are we about? What's your life about? What's my life about? Are we on the margins? All we care about is, let me just spend the next 5 hours on Facebook making fun of others. Or whatever. And brothers and sisters, this is not against anyone particular. This is a phenomenon. Phenomenon. All of our youth are wasting their time, mocking each other, laughing at each other, not knowing this is not me as a Muslim. And brothers and sisters, when I say this, please, don't think, oh, I'm not like that. All of us have this problem. Look at yourself. Don't look at other people around you, even if they hurt you. Look at yourself. Be humble enough about it. SubhanAllah, brothers and sisters, the Prophet ﷺ was so humble. Look at his prophetic model. So humble. He has the truth within his heart, picked by Allah, yet he says every day, Allahumma arina al-haqqa haqqan warzuqna ittiba'ah. Oh Allah, show me truth as truth. Because he's afraid his heart will flip. You know when we misinterpret the truth, we think we're right and others are wrong? Well, maybe it's not. Maybe you're wrong. Are you humble enough to say, Ya Allah, show me truth as truth, and make me follow it. Show me falsehood as falsehood, make me avoid it. Humble, brothers and sisters. Ibrahim alayhi salam says in his dua to Allah, Ya Allah, join me with the righteous. He's the king of righteousness. Yet he says, please join me with the righteous. Make me like those who are righteous. Ibrahim, brothers and sisters. Look at our attitudes. Look at what we say. The Prophet ﷺ, brothers and sisters, when he went to Ta'if, to deliver the word of Allah, to make people see Allah Azza wa Jal, an entire town rejected him. He went by himself, brothers and sisters. You know what they did to him? Rejected him, insulted him, called him names, chased him out of the town. They sent their children who were throwing stones at him. This is the Prophet ﷺ, right? Imagine, we just said, Allah said, you're the best human being. What motivated him at that time? Did he say, well, I can't believe Allah is allowing this to happen? He comes out of the town injured, blood coming out of his feet. What does he do, brothers and sisters? He sits under a tree. Now he's going to submit a complaint to Allah. What do you think the complaint should say? Hey, Allah, you just said I'm the best. I have sacrificed. I've done all these accomplishments. You can't let me be humiliated by people. Normal reaction, right? Why is this happening to me? Always they say, why is this happening to me? Look at the humility of the Prophet ﷺ. All he's interested in, the focus is entirely on Allah. Ya Allah, I submit to you. I complain to you about my own weakness. I'm weak. Don't let me be insulted and mistreated. Because all I need is you. I'm so weak. I'm in need of you. You've been so generous and kind to me. Oh Allah, if people were to hurt me, I don't care. Harm me, I don't care. All I care about is your happiness. All I care about you is that you're happy. Look, brothers and sisters, at the humility. His entire focus, Allah. Is he happy with me? Yeah, I know I just suffered. It doesn't matter. I've been hurt. It doesn't matter. But are you happy with me? Because if you're angry with me, then I'm dead. I'm devastated. How many of us, brothers and sisters, have hearts that constantly look at Allah when we speak? That, Ya Allah, are you happy with what I just did? Is the word that I'm going to utter right now, please, is it a word that pleases Allah? Seriously, does it elevate me? Does it make me famous in the heavens? The angels are happy to hear from you? Imagine, the angels are running, aware. There are angels that go about on earth looking for people to remember Allah, who cause peace, who cause people around them to grow and feel better. Not people who are hurting, brothers and sisters, and damaging. Is the ego our motivation? The Prophet was never motivated by ego, by divine education. Imagine who taught him. You know when we were like boasting, you know who I learned under? You know, I went to Medina, I went to Azhar. You know, Sheikh so-and-so taught me. Brothers and sisters, this is not knowledge. Knowledge is what rests in the heart. The Prophet ﷺ could have said, Allah's teacher. Boast about it. He never boasted about this. Allah is his teacher. Humble. He was so humble, brothers and sisters. Humble with Allah that he calls himself, I'm nothing but a servant. When a man comes to meet the Prophet ﷺ, he was shivering. You know, first time he meets the Prophet, he comes to him and he's like shivering. He said, easy on me, easy, take it easy. I'm nothing but a servant. Born or a son of a mother